interesting is we are going to get Sam Howell in front of a national audience. And obviously there's a lot to unpack here. And how Justin Fields comes out, and does he do what he did last week, which was look like a more than competent, even pretty good quarterback? That could play out. But for the Commanders, who are actually maybe pretty good, this has the potential to be, Tom, like a national introduction for Sam Howell. He comes out, he lights it up. This Commanders team looks good with everyone watching for the first time, and just knowing that most people don't know what Sam Howell even looks like, let alone what kind of a quarterback he is. Really, really good opportunity to kind of put his stamp on this whole thing and start this this Commanders team off a little bit.
The issue is with all these top flight quarterbacks, as we saw with Tua, we saw with these guys coming out, or the only reason, jump on this point once ago. When you are a top flight quarterback, you go to one of the worst teams in the NFL. When you go to the worst team in the NFL, why are they the worst team in the NFL? Because usually they have bad offensive lines. Mm-hmm. And if they have bad offensive lines, that means you are going to be getting knocked around on a regular basis. And we see what happens to young quarterbacks, right? Who are the quarterbacks that really succeed in the NFL? Are guys who somehow or another fall to teams who have really good offensive lines, or they're guys who are taken low, second, third round, fourth round, somewhere down up in there, and they sit for a minute, and all of a sudden they come up. Why? Because they're up behind good offensive lines. The biggest problem for Caleb Williams is he's going to all of a sudden be used to being behind a good offensive line, and he's going to get behind a bad. And there's nothing worse than a bad pro offensive line, because they're pretty good, but the other guys on the other side are phenomenal.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for a disaster of a football game, tune in to the Broncos at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. Well, it would be 12 hours Central Standard Time. Broncos versus Bears.
Gotta watch it. This is can't miss TV.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
I don't
the
care
sad
what
part. It really is.
I don't care what you're doing. You have to watch this game, because this is going to be so bad. It might be good.
Jay, just walk the listeners. We're not even going to go through the betting odds and the lines and giving scores, because that's all perfunctory at this point. What happens if next week we're here talking about two Bears losses? Because there's a possibility they could lose Sunday and Thursday.
Well, if they lose Sunday, they are losing Thursday. So that's a given. They're going down, because they're coming out swinging with everything they got to win this football game. This is going to be one of the hardest hitting football games we've seen. It's just that when guys are trying to hit each other, they probably will miss. Because you have bad offenses and bad defenses going against each other, and that makes it fun.
I just pray that Justin doesn't get seriously hurt.
Problem with Justin is, just like we've been talking about, get the ball out. Stop holding it. Stop trying to push the ball downfield, because it's not your fault that all you have is the dink, right? You got to take it. You got to take it. You got to keep taking it until it opens up over the top. But the problem is, scoring 17 points is not enough to win in the NFL. And that's where he is.